Okay guys, the first thing we're going to talk about here is the slide thickness of the Glock 27 on the left, of course, and the XDS on the right. And let's compare those slides. The XDS slide is 1 inch even, and it's actually 0.9 at the top. You can see the difference there. All guns are unloaded, have been checked before the camera was turned on. You can see, even with this being a 45 versus a 40, the 40 slide is still wider on the Glock 27. Okay, now let's compare the thickness of the grip between these two. I'm going to take the magazines out, and I'm going to try to see what the best way is I can show you guys here. First of all, we'll do it like this. Of course, the XDS is on the right. As you can see, there is quite a bit of difference in the thickness of the grip, and when you're going to conceal carry something, that little bit of difference can mean a lot, trust me. Okay, now, you might be able to better see if I do it this way. If I can get this camera to focus in. Okay, I'm going to make sure I got these lined up good enough. Okay, so there you can see the difference in the thickness of the grip. And once again, not trashing the G27 at all. Still will be carrying that guy on a lot of occasions. I am just giving you a comparison. Most people out there know what a Glock 27 and a Glock 26 feels like and looks like in person. So to compare the XDS to these two guns is going to give everybody out there a very good idea of just exactly what we're looking at when we're talking about the XDS. Let's do one like this. Now it looks like the thickness of the frame where the dust covers at is thicker on the XDS than the G27 is up there at the muzzle. And probably the whole length of the gun on the XDS. Still, for a 45, unbelievable that they could put it in this small of a package. Unbelievable that it could be built that small. You would think that this XDS is either a 40 or a 9mm. That's what your brain would try to make you think. Now here's a different look too. I'll let you see the grip side by side. Okay, now let's do some weighing. Here's another way that you can get a weight on these. Put your rounds on there. 1 second. Got to be one back here somewhere because I had one in the chamber. So there we go. Let's see what we got. 26.23. So 26 ounces, I'd round that down. Now, I might as well do the same thing with the Glock and its rounds on the scale so we can see what that comes out to. I'll be right back with you in a sec. Okay, so a Glock with 9 plus 1 in the chamber is going to come out to 26.76. So I'm going to round that up. So we're looking at 27 ounces for the Glock fully loaded, and the XDS at 26.21. I would round that down, so that's 26. So still in the end, with two fully loaded guns, one in the chamber, the XDS is coming out with less weight. But you do have more ammo with the G27. And it's not by much. The weight really is not that much. The difference you're going to feel is going to be in the thickness. It's not going to be the length of the grip, and it's not really going to be the length of the slide. But in the thickness of the gun when you carry, that's going to be where you see a difference. Now, I don't know if I did this. Let me show you the length of the grip and compare the two. Okay, let me get the top set. Okay, there's the top of the gun. Length, it looks like the XD is just a little bit longer. If I got these right, let me make sure. Yeah, the XD is just a little bit longer in length. But like I said, it's how fat a gun is where it's really going to shine when you carry it. Being easier to carry in some cases, in most cases, when it's not as thick through the frame and slide. So okay guys, I hope this answered some questions. Had a lot of feedback on this, and still, like I said, that little XDS is probably my favorite subcompact pistol that I've ever owned in my life. Trigger's amazing. Accuracy right out of the box blew me away. Literally just blew me away right out of the box with how accurate it was. Fiber optic front sight. Right there. Really good. Another thing I get a lot of questions on is recoil on the XDS. People want to know how the recoil is. And I've kind of been explaining it like this. To me, the recoil is about like a 9mm from another manufacturer. This has a heavy double recoil spring in it. And the recoil wasn't bad for me at all. Steady, I went steady through 100 rounds. And I had no discomfort in my hands or wrists or anything like that. Also, some people, I know there's going to be some people that say that this is aggressive for them. I like it. But it does, when you first grab onto this thing, you're gonna feel those. But it's going to give you a sure, steady grip on the gun. So there it is, guys. If there's anything else you'd like to know, just send me a question over. You never know. I may do a video on it if it's a good enough question. Alright guys, until next time, this is H4T. I am out.